This is going to be a fun video. This is a Mitchell BNCR, nearly one of the first BNCRs. Now, BNCR stands for Blimped Newsreel Camera Reflex. George Mitchell designed the NC, or newsreel camera, in 1933 in anticipation of sound movies becoming a hit. They made the first soundproofed BNC in 1934. This camera started its life as a Mitchell BNC and was converted to a reflex camera as soon as reflexing became possible. It is serial number 157. It was first sold to Allied Artist Pictures in March of 1955. The same month they started shooting Invasion of the Body Snatchers. It ended its career at Paramount Studios. Between the mid-1940s and the mid-1970s, Paramount Studios won more than 70 Oscars. A Mitchell BNC was on every one of those pictures. Mitchell BNC cameras are the most brilliantly and conceived and brilliantly executed cameras ever made. Full-dress BNCRs are quite rare and a lot of fun to talk about. What makes them so rare is that almost all Mitchells were cannibalized for their precision movements. By last count, at least 800 Mitchell cameras were lost in this way. When I first started in the film industry, these were the Rolls-Royce of movie cameras. They were also my favorite camera to work with. Other newer cameras were easier to work with and certainly faster to work with, but none were as iconic or had the prestige of a Mitchell BNCR. There's a lot to be said about these cameras. They were rock steady and quiet. The kind of quiet that one had to actually look at the camera to see if it was running. Mitchells were the cameras that were used on every major motion picture. They were used on an amazing number of TV shows, even after video cameras were the norm. Mitchell BNCs shot every major studio Oscar-winning picture for 40 years. They shot most TV series Emmy winners for at least 20 years. These were award-making cameras for sure. By the tape labels on the camera cases, this camera package was assigned to work Frasier and Wings while at Paramount. These are just two of the many shows this camera worked. The man holding the Oscar in this photograph is George Mitchell. He won an Oscar for making the Mitchell cameras that shot the movies that won so many Oscars. Hollywood's highest award was given to a camera maker. Here's a series of photographs of Oscar-winning directors and actors working with a Mitchell BNC. They include Orson Welles, James Dean, Steve McQueen, Stanley Kubrick, Humphrey Bogart, and Ingrid Bergman. This is serial number 157. The camera has all matching serial numbers, and just like a classic car, matching serial numbers raise the future value of cameras. This camera, tripod, and gearhead represent the zenith of Hollywood film production. It's a gorgeous camera. It is fully functional and will shoot today. Please feel free to contact me with any questions about this camera or any other camera through my website, samdodge.com.